So here we are at the Hamilton Art Crawl. I brought my nephew Jay with me.
Hello.
Here's some art. It's like she's hiding behind the balloons. You don't even know who she is. Person lying down, you don't see all of them. They kind of fade into the earth.
I like this one.
The technique to make this entire picture. Over here, though, is how there's just like some sun in just this little area. Here I got my hand in front of this light. When you take it away, I thought it was painted in. Would that be art because this mechanic was part of it? No.
This is 28.
What do you think? Do you think someone would pay $2,800 for that?
I'd have to have some sort of memory of like something that resembles this with a little bit of an island here.
If someone had a cottage in Muskoka and wanted it in their cottage.
Well, then they could just look out the window.
That's true. Good point.
See, this is something I would.
You pay something? Yeah, so you'd like to have that, eh?
This reminds me of Nine Inch Nails covers. The fragile double disc. This is things falling apart. This is with teeth. This is a new album. Different times of the day, that's exactly what this is. This is water. This is sky. So this is a cloudy day. This is sort of a hot summer day.
Okay, this one.
To me, this is saying something. This is not really speaking. This looks like depression.
Yeah, it's very dark. If this is what the artist intended. I thought I'm underneath something, like the earth, and that usually symbolizes, from analyzing dreams, that means that you're deep in your subconscious mind. It means it's so overcoming your attention because you're bothered. You're deeply in your unconscious mind, and it's dark. That's why the word dark is used, because that's just a symbol. The rocky shores and valleys of my mind. You see that, Jay, the very first sentence?
Like my sonnet.
This is yours?
Yes, it is.
Oh, nice job. We're having a great time analyzing your art.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, that's right. These three
are hers.
Yeah. And here's the artist. Who knew that she was even here?
Melinda.
My nephew Jay here really likes this piece because, well, he saw different times of the day.
Yes.
What was the other reason that you said that you really liked it? Oh, yeah, the Nine Inch Nails album covers.
Oh, nice.
Because
I'm
he's a
fan
fan.
of Nine Inch Nails.
It's the same
She's
color
a fan of Nine Inch Nails. So, hey, on this one, I had an image of being dark because you're inside the earth is usually when you recess into your subconscious, and it's so loud and overpowering, it's all you focus on, and your problem that isn't resolved, so your mind's taken over. Because he goes, this feels dark to me.
Yes,
and he's
it is.
going through some darkness. So he was kind of feeling that image. So I thought, hey, the artist did a great job of bringing that out.
Thank you. It is darkness, definitely. And the point of this, the point of entry here, is a trigger, like a song or a smell or a person you haven't seen for a long time, and all of a sudden it triggers this memory of a place and time that you've been before. And it's funny how the mind can work like that, like the roots of a tree or like a river.
Yes.
Which is the metaphor that I used. That you have one little ripple and it opens up this entire part of your mind that you didn't even know existed, where memory lives.
Right.
The darkest parts of your mind. And it's from a Led Zeppelin song.
Which one? I was a big Zepp head.
I took her out and then she turned gold. What's that called?
Oh, the Battle of Evermore.
Battle of Evermore.
Because,
yeah.
see, I was just about to say to you, it's funny you mentioned Tolkien writing.
Yeah.
When you said, you know how sometimes something will happen and trigger your mind. Mm-hmm. You know, Joseph Campbell's analysis of the hero myth. It's always the same, no matter what civilization artist writes. Always
Right.
like usually these 9 to 11 steps.
Right.
And in The Hobbit, Gandalf wants him to go on an adventure. And it's like, wait, I didn't plan for no adventure to happen. But see, sometimes things will happen in your life where it just happens on you. You have no choice in the matter.
Right.
And something like that happens.
Yeah. Now this one, Metig is the Algonquin word for tree, which is doesn't just describe the part of the tree that you see, but the entire spirit of the tree, the age of the tree, the experience of the tree, and the seasons of the tree. The roots themselves, the structure of the roots is often even bigger than what you see on the surface of the tree.
Right.
And also representing all of the seasons. I have 3 sisters, so
Yes.
there's 4 of us.
Right.
And we were each born in a different season. And so this is the sisterhood of seasons for my sisters, but also in the spirit of the tree, in Metig.
You knew that, right?
In the street, well, I might see the reflection of her thoughts as if like shadows and try and piece together what's going on. Mm-hmm. So you have 4 sisters.
Yes.
They're all from different parts of the cycle of of life, say
one
for the
tree.
earth, it's going from birth to death and to
Yes,
rebirth,
yeah.
like we're going through now with the winter solstice celebrations going on. You're
Right.
all women and hence mothers, or
Yes.
the potential for it. I see that coming out too. Is any of that in there?
Yeah, absolutely. Connected to the same foundations. Siblings have a shared life experience and in a way that other people don't. I mean, you can share your life with a person as an adult, but the people you share your life with as a child, your siblings, have a shared life experience, which makes it very unique. And that's why
Right.
we're intertwined into the same foundation, into the same structure, but separate seasons in one spirit.
Nice job.
Thank you. This is a love story, transformation and love and grief.
I definitely see the grief right there.
Yeah.
And who are those birds?
Well, she is a thunderbird.
Oh.
She lives in the sky. These are the mom and dad. As she gets older, like the thunderbirds watch over humans on Earth, right? They are spirits in the sky that protect humans from, wendigos and terrible monsters. And so she's been watching over these humans in this little village, and she wants to go down and be with them. And her parents said, never go down there. It's not safe for thunderbirds. You stay in the sky. But she is so enamored with them. She takes the form of a woman and goes down into the village and meets a man. They fall in love. They have this epic love and get married and start a life together as a human. While she's in the village, the hunting season comes along, and her husband has to go and hunt with the other men in the village to find food. And while he's gone, there's a man left behind in the village who wants her because she's so beautiful. He sees an opportunity, goes into their home and attacks her and assaults her. Now, she's a thunderbird, not just a woman, so she fights him off and kills him to defend herself. But she's wounded, she's bleeding. She climbs up the mountain crying for her parents to come and help her because she's gotten herself into this predicament. So they come to rescue her and bring her back up into Sky World so they can heal her or she'll die. Meanwhile, her husband comes back, finds this dead man in their house, thinks the worst, sees her blood everywhere and follows her trail up the mountain, and he can't find her. He's lost her. So he's from the earth and he's grieving the loss of his wife. She's from the sky, but she's afraid to be a thunderbird because she'd have to leave him. But if she remains a woman, she'll die. So this is the moment of their separation where they've realized that they're not meant to be. And her parents are so angry that she's disobeyed and she's in this predicament, but they're so moved by their true love that they make him a thunderbird too.
Oh, isn't that nice?
So they can be together. Oh, it's a love story.
So that's before that happened because he looks unhappy, so it must have been after this.
Yes, it's the
Next
moment
scene.
of grief where they're both caught between the two worlds.
This is the transformational moment that's going on for all four of them.
Yes,
Because they must have transformed the most.
they would have to, yes, to allow
To
a
let
man
go,
into their world.
they had to become transcendent on the overarching message, not their localized message. That must have happened for them to change their minds.
They have to love their
That's
daughter.
a big lesson to change your mind,
Yeah,
right?
definitely. It's hard to do.
Now we're going to go into the You, Me gallery.
They live in neighborhoods that are affected by the emissions from the steel.
That's right. They were affected by the pollution from industrialization.
Yeah. So this is the beach community in this cluster, and over there is Macanulty neighborhood, which is East End.
That's the overarching message because it's physically at the top. The only thing that really made Hamilton so big was that industrialization. And what's so interesting now, because I see it all the time in the art at the art trials, like everyone really hates the industrialization part now and really wants it gone.
The pictures on this side,
Right.
That's showing off the steel mills as being beautiful.
That's true. That's right. Well, because they're all lit up, eh? You're getting too much reflection here. Well, it's almost like they sure looked beautiful in the brochure. What do you think of this?
It's interesting.
game? Do you know this one? Call of Duty Black Ops calls it in one try.
Black Ops 2.
Black Ops 2 even specific. 3 kilobytes. Is that Rihanna?
Yes, it is.
Fans are happy. What's the significance between the arts going on in the middle versus the one on the bottom and the top?
So the one in the middle, a lot of distractions, a lot of emotional pornography. They're controversial or deal with pop culture, so you see a lot of Miley Cyrus or popular internet videos, so things that sort of tug at your heartstrings that distract you from other potentially more important things. And on the top we have birth and the bottom is death. There's sort of a temporal relationship between all of them, so essentially you're going to start and then you're going to end, and this is all the stuff that happens sort of in between.
And the next thing, you didn't do nothing with your life and you're dead. And you wasted your experience.
Yes.
Oh, that's a good job.
So this is pull tags, eh?
It looks like an image. Almost looks like a scorpion or something.
I think it's a whale. What do you mean feel? Normally it would be dead.
Reminds me of the statue to the injured worker in Hamilton. No imitation is the most sincerest form of flattery.
Yes, well said. What do you think of that?
Do you ever squint?
To focus?
No, when you squint at something, it reveals things that you didn't see, lines and stuff. When you go like this, you see more of the variance between where A to B. I remember being in grade 4 art class, and I was drawing something. I started to look like that and then do lines, and the art teacher came up to me. She goes, "Where did you learn how to do that?" I go, "What do you mean?" She's like, I see that you're squinting." She goes, "All real artists squint at their work." I'm like, when I do that, I can see the lines better. What it's doing is blocking out certain light. It makes all the colors block into chunks. Do it yourself. You'll see.
This went darker and connected it up.
You do that in this, then this portion right here gets darker.
Yeah, it really focuses in on this.
This looks like a donut sitting there, doesn't it? When you squint.
The whole here, and then, oh yeah, oh I see what you're saying.
Subconsciously, we see both of those. When you draw, you can squint and you can put those images in the image.
Maybe great artists systemically would get them to squint and get them to paint differently than other people. And I don't know if there's something connected there with a faulty eyesight to helping you be artistic because of that technique that you just showed me. What kind of dog? Is that a pit bull? He's strong, eh? Oh my God. Holy, look how strong. Oh, because he's looking at that dog. Oh my God, look how strong he is. He's like, don't you be intimidating me. Ah, you're nothing. That was awesome. Art is communal. You see the beak right there.
That's Hamilton.
Oh yeah, because of the smoke and everything. Here, I see the Tin Man.
That's a mouth.
Oh yeah, with the teeth.
It's controlling this machine.
Are you displaying stuff here tonight too, or?
Yep, my stuff's on the orange wall behind you. So if you want a proper picture of that, I'll email it to you.
Okay, yeah, send it to Cipher Lou, CIPHERLOU @hotmail.com.
Cipher Lou. That's cool. Is that like a hacker name? Oh, Lucifer. Yeah.
So I am.
That's subversive.
Hey, we're gonna keep going on the crawl. I had a great time talking to you guys.
Yeah, take care.
That was fantastic.
Cheers.
Come back.